Canelo, I was born ready. Alvarez knocked out by the U.S. judicial system. He needs to make amendments to his lawsuit against DAZN, Golden Boy, and Oscar. Otherwise, it's case dismissed. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, subscribe to my channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang, notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Use my link in the description, ESPN Plus. They have a lot of original content, exclusives, docuseries, documentaries, BTS, and you guys should enjoy it. It does help the channel when you guys click on that link, ESPN Plus, for your streaming needs. Helps the channel grow. Let's get it. Now, shout out to MMA Payout, MPO, link in the description. Canelo Alvarez, you see it, lawsuit dismissed for failure to properly assert jurisdiction. Now, I'm not going to read this whole thing because it's a lot of like technical jargon, but we'll go through some of it. The Canelo Alvarez lawsuit has been dismissed, but don't worry, the court has granted Alvarez and his team the chance to amend his lawsuit against Golden Boy, DAZN, and Oscar De La Hoya. Right? And this is all like semantics. So it says the Honorable Percy Anderson, Canelo Alvarez versus DAZN North America Inc., etc. And this is, they've obtained a copy, obviously. It says on Friday, the court issued an order dismissing the lawsuit for failing to show that it had jurisdiction over the parties. The court explains, quote, because the complaint alleges the citizenship of the LLC defendants as if they were corporations rather than as limited liability companies or LLCs, the complaint has not properly alleged the citizenship of those parties. Essentially, Canelo Alvarez's lawyer described the defendants as a corporation, whereas they are actually LLCs, identifying the jurisdiction of each member of each LLC to establish diversity jurisdiction. A requisite to litigating the federal court is diversity jurisdiction, which requires that the controversy exceeds 75,000 and the parties are diverse in terms citizenship, or in the case, the state of incorporation. So basically, it looks like the Golden Boy lawyers or DAZN lawyers, they read the complaint. It's a 24-page, if I'm not mistaken, lawsuit. And in doing so, they caught Canelo's team up in semantics. You know, they didn't use the proper terms. They didn't identify the proper parties as LLCs, but instead as a corporation, you know, and like Apple or something. And, you know, it's just particulars. It says controversy exceeds 75,000 because these different companies have like insurances and different things like that. It's kind of like, I don't want to go too far off subject, but it's kind of like when you lease a car or you finance a car, we'll say from a dealership, it requires that you get full insurance, you know, bodily harm and injury. And those deductibles and different things are based on, you have to have a certain amount of coverages. So basically, in this case, Canelo's team did not properly, they called him by the wrong name. You know, they listed him as something that they're not, and there's certain coverages that they wouldn't qualify unless they were an actual corporation or whatever the case is. It says the problem here is that Alvarez's attorneys need to identify the members of the LLC for Golden Boy and DAZN as to where they are located and to establish that they are from different states to perfect diversity requirement. So again, just particulars and semantics. Alvarez is invited to refile the complaint per the order. The payout perspective. It says clearly an easily rectified issue, although it burns credibility on the party of the attorneys for Alvarez in the case, as a minor faux pas can be seen as a glaring indication of inability to litigate correctly. Certainly, DAZN and Golden Boy have picked up on this error. Also omitted from the original complaint is the contract which Canelo is suing over. MPO will continue to follow. So, the case is not actually dismissed unless Canelo and team fail to correct it. and make the adjustments. They're welcome to refile, but as it sits, as the contract reads, or not contract, as the lawsuit reads, it's not going to be admissible. It's not going to be acceptable. So they got to do some tweaks. So we'll see what happens. Some people are taking this as a win for Golden Boy and DAZN. Far from that. You could say, like the article mentioned, you could say it's a win because it makes, Canelo's team look bad, that there was a minor error or something that they overlooked, So some people would question Canelo's choice of legal team. How did you overlook a detail like this? And, you're suing, you have a lawsuit for this amount of money. You have to cross your T's and dot your I's. So, in that regard, it looks bad. But the actual complaint of what Canelo's complaining about, I would imagine, this is just me spitballing, I would imagine that Canelo's going to fix the issues and come back with the proper paperwork. Oscar De La Hoya, he took to his social media and he made it sound like this could be rectified, right? Like this could be rectified. But I think it's beyond it being rectified, at least easily. Like, this is what De La Hoya says. Says, while yesterday's order does not end the case, we are hopeful that this error will allow us to reset and refocus on what's important, working together to get Canelo back in the ring against the top opponent ASAP. So he's holding out hope that, Canelo will just use this error and forget about it. If not, we expect Canelo's lawyers will now enter arbitration as it's laid out in our contract. To me, that's just wishful thinking. Canelo, I don't think he would have pulled the trigger on the lawsuit. You know how the saying goes, we've come too far to just come this far. You know what I mean? The relationship is clearly strained. He's Trey Styles from Boys in the Hood. DAZN. Hey, DAZN. Let me out. Canelo wants out. He wants out of his Golden Boy contract. He feels that he's been, wronged in some way. So I doubt his legal team won't just fix the issue and continue pursuing the people that they want damages from. That's just my opinion. I mean, just look at it. I'm the king of analogies. Let me give you guys a quick analogy. Let's say that I have a nasty breakup and me and my wife, right? If I had a wife, where I decide to file for divorce, she's just a drug addict, too hard to deal with, whatever reasons, the marriage is FUBAR and I want out. So I turn in the paperwork to the court system to file for divorce. King of analogies. If I get word from the court that something was omitted or I forgot to sign page 6 and they can't process my divorce paperwork unless I come back and complete this or go through that, do you think I'm just going to say, oh, you know what? Forget this divorce. We're just going to work it out. No. Well, I mean, who would do that? So similarly to this Canelo case, you wouldn't imagine if somebody is in the mindset of, I want a divorce, a technicality or improper jargon or a missed signature or whatever would just make them forget about the whole divorce and, decide to work it out and try to, stay with the person and have a change of heart. So I don't see that for Canelo. I think he, like I said, he wants out, he wants justice, and he wants to be a free agent. And he doesn't like the way he's been represented by Golden Boy and DAZN. So if I had to take a shot in the dark, I would definitely say that Canelo's team is going to fix the error and try to proceed with this in court. And that's well within their rights. Let me know what you guys think. As it sits, Canelo's case is dismissed unless he can resolve these issues and turn in a new draft, a revised draft, correcting this and identifying the people he's suing as what they truly are, which sounds like more LLCs, limited liabilities, than corporations like Apple or, Amazon or whatnot, because you probably have to make a certain amount of money or whatever particulars, I'm not a lawyer. This is going to be messy, people. De La Hoya, like I said, he's holding out hope, but that's wishful thinking. I really don't see Canelo backing off of this. Like I said, the fact that that it came out that you wanted to sue them, you think an error is going to stop him and he's going to change his mind and then start putting together fights with you? You guys can't even agree on what opponent it'll be and who's a premier opponent. So you could run into the same era. Just because you threaten to sue him, you think DAZN's going to be like, okay, you know what? We're going to give you 100% of the money that we promised. We're going to give you $40 million for your main events. You can fight Yildirim. You can do this. You think they're going to do that? The cat's out the bag, man. Canelo's, in my opinion, he's going to push through with this. But as it sits, it's dismissed as of yesterday until Canelo corrects that, him and his legal team. So I look forward to that. I'll keep you guys posted. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know how I did in my video. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego, signing off. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more sports. Get unlimited access to premium content with an ESPN Plus subscription. ESPN Plus offers a variety of content, including specials, behind the scenes, docuseries like Bruce Lee's Be Water, and much more. With an ESPN Plus subscription, you get access to a ton of classic archive fights and replays from boxing and the UFC. Big names like, hi, I'm Mike Tyson, come and watch my fight. Floyd Mayweather, easy work, I'm rich. And Manny Pacquiao, yes, it's up to my promoter, just to name a few. If that's not enough, you could get the ESPN bundle, which includes ESPN Plus, Hulu, and Disney Plus. All 3 apps, one low price. You don't want to miss out. Make sure you guys click that link in the description box of all of my videos. Ego, signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.